It's harvest time in the Okanagan Valley. This rich, fertile sliver of northwest Washington state is better known for growing world-famous Washington state apples, pears, and cherries in thousands of fruit orchards across hundreds of square miles. But here, in the banana belt of Washington, a state better known perhaps for its ceaseless rain and strong coffee, there's a new crop growing. Since marijuana was legalized in Washington state, growers have been searching for the perfect sweet spot of soil, weather, and product. And here, just a few thousand yards from the Canadian border, Landrace Farms has found it. This is Michael Drexler. He's the general manager at Landrace Farms. Michael has lived in this area for a while. He knows the soil, he knows the weather, and he knows how to grow marijuana. This place, he believes, is that sweet spot.
Yeah, the Okanagan Valley here in Washington state gets on average about 300 days of sunshine. The valley that we're located in here is kind of filled with a glacial silt that was developed over, who knows how many millions of years. And yeah, they grow all sorts of other crops here as well. So if you put water on it, it'll grow.
Beyond the sun and the soil, meticulous care goes into every aspect of the growing process at Landrace Farms. Everything has a place. And the story of Landrace may actually begin with these Kuni pigs.
We started growing and breeding Kuni pigs, but we also use those to collect manure. They're only fed vegetarian, wholesome inputs, and so we collect manure from those. That gets composted and then used on the various crops that we do here, mostly cannabis.
And there are other animals at Landrace, and they all have a function. Natural mulch and organic Korean farming practices have provided a bumper crop for Landrace. Most of the crop is grown outdoors in the warm sun of the Okanagan Valley. But some are grown in these greenhouses with extremely dramatic results. Ian Keith is the site supervisor at Landrace. He keeps everyone motivated in the field. But more importantly, he's in charge of the care, feeding, and watering of the crops. He puts a lot of miles on his shoes each day. And ultimately, the success of the harvest is on his shoulders. Each plant is his responsibility. And each plant he considers a work of art.
Well, that involves a lot of work, a lot of hands putting a lot of effort in and caring about what they're doing. If you care about what you do every day, it shows. And that's the biggest thing I try and get across to all the guys here and myself as well daily, that we're trying to provide the best cannabis in Washington state that we possibly can. I'm trying to do that for myself. I need it. However, if I need this, don't other people? So I want to provide this beautiful piece of artwork that has the most potential that it possibly can, and that hopefully other people will enjoy that piece of art the same way that I do.
So how do these plants get so big, and why are the buds so robust? The answer may lie in this mulch that Landrace Farm uses. Or it could be this natural fertilizer tea they make themselves. There are no artificial chemicals or fertilizers used on these plants. Only natural products. And that assures Landrace products are 100% organically grown. Meanwhile, the people who work in the fields and harvest the buds take great pride in their work, and they're extremely meticulous. Plants are cut, large branches are clipped. Then smaller branches are moved to these tables, where buds are cut and set aside, weighed, and then dried in climate-controlled shipping containers. And these cedar flats naturally repel mites and bugs that may want to drop in during the drying process. And when everything falls into place, you get extraordinary product like this. We don't know how they do it at other marijuana farms, but at Landrace, we know we're doing it right. Landrace Farms, organically grown, superbly crafted, meticulously harvested, and stunningly potent.